Hello, welcome everyone, and my name is Dhiman Goswami, and welcome to my channel, The Common Math. And today we have in front of us a very nice problem, which has come in, in CAT in previous years. So, and you will require some knowledge of functions here. So therefore, if you are in your 11th grade, if you're in grade 11, so if you're in grade 11, then you should you should easily solve this problem. So let's just try and solve it. If you want to try it on your own, then just pause the video with the question and just try it yourself. And now I will be solving the question. So let's just clear the board. Okay, so the question says, see, it's a very small problem, so therefore it saves time for you to read and understand it. Okay, so you can apply the concept and find the answer. uh, you can invest more time there. So let's just quickly read the question. What's here? So it says that if f of 5 plus x is equals to f of 5 minus x for every real x, then f of x equals to 0 has 4 distinct real roots. So then the sum of the roots is, okay. So therefore, as it has said, as it has been said that f of x equals to 0 has 4 distinct real roots. So then therefore f of x is nothing but a polynomial. F of x is a polynomial of degree 4. It has to, right? Only then it has got maximum 4 roots. And since there are 4 distinct roots, now you need to understand it a bit graphically. So what happens if you make a graph? Okay, so this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So if you make a graph, then if an equation or if a function has got 4 roots, 4 distinct roots, then it must intersect the x-axis at 4 different points. Why so? Is because at those points y is equals to 0, right? Y is 0 here. For these value of x's, y is 0. Fine. So real roots means the value of x at which the function takes a value 0. Okay, as simple as possible to understand it. Now from this, what we understand is that f of 5 plus x and 5 minus x, so around 5 there is symmetry. So let's say this is x equals to 5. So if I draw a line here, let me just change the color of the pen. So if I just draw a line here, then the function is symmetric around x equals to 5. Are you getting it? So if the value at this point is this much, then at the same distance on the other side is going to be this much. Are you getting it? So if you look at it graphically, fine. So that means, if we want to put it simply, we have f of 5 plus 1 is equals to f of 5 minus 1, right? Okay, so that is f of 6 is equals to f of 4. So like that, it's going to keep on coming down or coming up, however. So actually the graph must look somewhat like this. The graph will look somewhat like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections. All right. So I'm just making an approximation of the graph. Okay, it won't be this graph at all because we will require more information to get the graph correctly. Fine. So now the thing is, what you need to understand is, since x equals to 5 is the line of symmetry, around it the function is symmetric. Okay, so what happens from this point onwards? Let's say this point, these are, okay, let me just quickly change the color of the pen. See, this point and this point, these 2 points must be equidistant from each other, right? From 5 actually. So let's say from 5 you have to skip, from 5 you have to skip a amount of distance. further ahead to get the first root or to get the first zero of the function, first zero of the polynomial. Then you must also go a distance backward, right? So therefore, what are going to be the roots? For this one is a. Similarly, for this point, let's say it has to jump b units further, and similarly it has to jump for this point to come, this has to jump b units backward. So therefore, what are the roots? The roots are 5 plus a, 5 minus a, then 5 plus b, and 5 minus b. Now if you add them all up, see, if you add them all up, what will you get? See, a and a gets cancelled, b and b gets cancelled, so 5, 5, 5, 5, you have 20. That's all. See, you didn't have to, see, only because I have worked out for your better understanding, that's why this has happened. But this question should not, if you use a pen in the examination of CAT, then you are not ready for the examination. You're not going to ace it very high. You're not going to get, the top percentage. So this question is actually among the easiest one. If you have the grasp of, functions and the idea of, symmetric about the axis. So if you just read and understand the problem, this is a good question. Okay, this is a challenging one. But this question, without a pen, without, picking up your pen, you should directly write your answer, which is 20. Are you getting it? But if you, another now suggestion that I want to make to all CAT givers, if you are in grade 11, and then surely take pen, paper, draw the graph, try and understand it, because that's for a better understanding. But for the CAT examination aspirants, CAT aspirants, there's one suggestion I want to give you, that there are two things that you need to work on. One is accuracy, and the other is speed. Now, always remember that your accuracy is your first priority. This is your first priority. And keeping that in mind, you need to only keep accuracy in your mind. And with practice, you're going to achieve speed also. Fine. So while doing a sum, don't think about I have to do fast, I have to do fast, I have to do fast. Only think about I have to do it accurately. I have to do it accurately. Okay. So that you get the answer right. Because being inaccurate means you are losing marks on a question you know to solve. That's a very pathetic feeling to take while coming out of the exam. So that's why keep accuracy as a first priority, and by practice you are going to gain speed. Being accurately speedy, that's the funda. Not being speedily accurate, you cannot be that. If you just gain speed, you are going to become inaccurate at some point. So that's the thing. So that should be the aim. All right, so that was just a small suggestion. I hope it was helpful. If any further doubts you have, if you want to really understand how to look at problems graphically, so there is another problem, I'll soon upload it. So that problem, in that problem also I'll show two ways how you can solve it. Okay, so if you know how to delve with graphs, then it becomes very easier for you to understand and find the answers. All right, so that was it. So do leave a comment if you have any further doubts, and you can also join my Telegram channel, which is the Common Cold. I've put the link in my description, and please feel free to come there and ask any questions or doubts you have. So I hope today's video was helpful. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.